Italian reading of Casta Diva. Casta Diva, Casta Diva, che in argenti queste sacre antiche piante. A noi volgi il bel sembiante, a noi volgi il bel sembiante. Il bel sembiante, senza nube e senza vel. Sì, senza vel, senza vel. Tempra, o diva, tempra tu, decori ardenti. Tempra ancora, tempra ancora, tempra ancora lo zelo audace. Spargi in terra, ah, quella pace. Spargi in terra quella pace che regnar tu fai nel ciel. Tu fai nel ciel. You will notice if you are reading the words of Casta Diva, some of the words are joined very close together and they share the end of one word and the beginning of the next, share one note. As in, for instance, let me see. Well, or if not necessarily sharing the same note, but they're very close together. As in, te il bel sembiante. And tempra, o diva, tempra and o diva are very close together. So you will just need to flow from one word to the next. As in Italian, when I speak in Italian, it's very easy to just let the words flow. You will notice Italians tend to speak very fast. It's all about the flow and the feeling and musicality of the words and of the speech. I think a note that I might make upon learning the piece, if you're looking to sing it quite quietly and you'll need to sustain the same vowel through a lot of notes, you probably want to keep the shaping of the vowels quite high towards your hard palate. So for instance, when the beginning you might sing, if you were reading you would say Casta Diva. Instead of being casta, it might be more of a casta, so that you're focusing the sound towards your top teeth and supporting the sound by sort of dropping the back of the jaw a little bit and making sure that it doesn't waver too much. So I might sing Casta Diva. Again, if you're speaking the word diva, you will say diva. If you sing diva, it's perhaps more of an U. It will still sound like diva in context when people are hearing it, but you need to be singing I. It will be fine. It will still sound very Italian. So let's go for the beginning. I'll carry on. Casta Diva, Casta Diva, che in argenti. Again, I am shaping the vowels in the mouth, not so much on the lips. It will still sound very clear as a normal Italian would, but you really don't need to be singing Casta Diva che in argenti, as sometimes people who are not Italian might tend to do to make sure they have the pronunciation right. que, so when it would be queste sacre, it just needs to be a little bit closer, so que. Queste sacre, queste sacre, queste sacre antiche piante, a noi oggi il bel sembiante, a noi volgi il bel sembiante, senza nube, senza vel. Okay, so trying to keep it as much as possible in one breath. Talking of breath, I would make sure that you don't breathe in the middle of a word. Goes without saying, of course, you don't want to breathe in the middle of a word. But check, for instance, your print. The copy I'm looking at, it's from the book, the Maria Callas collection, right? International Music Publications Limited. And the way they've printed senza nube e senza vel, they've joined e senza as if it was one word. In actual fact, is e senza vel, so you can breathe after e. Sometimes you might find that there's a comma. If the two words are very close together, it might be easier to stick the breath at the end of a phrase rather than where the comma is. But that's all technical stuff. I'm only really here for the pronunciation. Good. The other thing, when learning this piece myself, I struggled a little bit with trying to sing the words on the coloratura. And actually, when I listen to recordings of other great singers, such as Maria Callas, Kirite Kanwa, Montserrat Caballé particularly, she only sings it to ah. Have you ever noticed? Maria Callas on occasion as well. So if you were to just sing, for instance, after we have so il bel sembiante, senza nube, senza vel, si. The senza vel that follows could just be sang on an a. It would still make sense. So it would be you could still go instead of si. And then lead into the tempo diva. Lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know. Any more questions? If there are any areas you would like me to read for you in Italian, whilst I can read other languages, not as well as Italian, which is my own language, just let me know. Bye-bye.